Well, after being free in midweek, Penrith got back into Northern League action on Saturday, where their trip to Easington Colliery, the team who beat them 1-0 at Frenchfield in the first match of the season. And in fact, it was Easington who went on to complete the double, winning 3-0. Jim Nichols, the manager, joins me. Jim, a good side, Easington?
Yeah, good side, but for 70 minutes, we more than matched them. It was a really, really even game, and we switched off and conceded a poor goal and then conceded 3 in the space of 8 minutes, and a real disappointing result. And from the position we're in with 20 minutes left, we think we might be able to nick 3 points here. To lose it in the manner we did was really, really disappointing.
Did you have many opportunities, Jim?
There wasn't really a huge amount of opportunities for either side. We had a couple first half, and then Alfie McDonough came on at 1-0 down, had a couple just prior to them getting the second one. But there wasn't a huge amount in the game. It wasn't particularly a great game of football. It was quite even, but ultimately we switched off originally from a corner and never really got set. Cleared the first one, second one came in, the lads had it in the back post, and ultimately that was the turning point of the match.
Were all 3 goals in the second half?
Yeah, in the space of about 5 minutes, 70, 73, 75, something like that.
Oh, right. When they come like that, it's a bit of a real setback, isn't it?
Yeah, like we said afterwards, once you concede the first one, just keep it tight for 5-10 minutes and give yourself a chance to go and get something out of the game. But we didn't do that, and ultimately we paid the price.
You've not been able to keep the same team together. What was it like? A number of changes.
Yeah, same again. 5 and 6 changes. We've used 24 players in the first 5 league games, which tells its own story. And I said to the lads afterwards, I said, we sat bottom of the league with 1 win from 5 games. I said, but we've played 2.5 teams worth of players already, and we're 5 games in, and you can't get any partnerships with going. You don't know who you're playing next to week on week. We're changing centre half partnerships every week. We've got fullbacks changed every week. We're changing the goalkeeper every week. It's now impossible to get any sort of fluency and any consistency. But that's on me as a manager, we're accepting that because of the players we can get in, but maybe we shouldn't accept it and get different players in who are going to turn up week on week, because at the moment it's killing us, and that's the reason we're not getting the points we need.
Everybody points to August, teams, holidays, etc., etc. Are you hopeful of getting that settled once we get out of August, perhaps, Jim?
Yeah, it needs to. It needs to, because otherwise we're going to have an incredibly long season, and a particularly disappointing one, I would say. I just look at their team, John. Their team yesterday was now on the same 11 that played against us the first game of the season.
Yeah, different.
And it has been every single week. I've looked at their team for the last 5 weeks. I think they've only used 18 players.
Yeah, that makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the virtually the same side that played against us at home, and they must have looked and thought, God, these have got 6 changes from that team. And ultimately it's happening week in, week out at the moment, and it's really hurting us.
And when you're out again, have you got to get midweek, Jim?
Yeah, we have. We're home at Whitley Bay, who started okay. But I think they're sort of potentially struggling similar with us with players away. Obviously, midweeks are a little bit different because you don't tend to have lads going away for the weekend or whatever. So we'll wait and see what Tuesday brings. But we're honestly not that far off, and the results are probably, take Cook out of it, the results probably haven't been particularly fair with us in terms of our performances. But the challenges are, at the moments where we need our experienced players, is they're not always available, not always on the pitch to get us through them moments. And we've got another game yesterday where we've got 8 players under the age of 20, 21. That's a real big ask on a lot of young players to go and perform at the level we need them to consistently. And as I say, it's costing us at the moment.
You had Alfie McDonough making his debut. How did he do, Jim?
Yeah, he just obviously we've only seen him in training a couple of times. We've brought him off the bench for the last 25. He looked really, really bright, very, very quick. Maybe could have scored. He keeper made a good save off him, and then he nearly managed to beat the keeper to 1 and round him inside the box. He looked really bright and just put himself in contention for a start on Tuesday.
And they're also looking at loan market again for trying to bring other players in.
Yeah, we don't. As I say, the way it's going at the moment in terms of being able to get players out and available to play, we maybe need to look at getting players in who are actually going to come and play and going to turn up on a regular basis. Because as I say, at the moment, that's the biggest issue we've got.
Hope it sorts itself out, Jim, and best of luck for Tuesday.
Cheers, John. Thank you.